This is Nashville, Tennessee, and this is Nashville's Inner City Ministry. The time is here.
Not that long ago, I stood on this very spot and asked you to consider giving generously to help Nashville Inner City Ministry purchase this new ministry center. Well, guess what? You did it. In fact, about a year ago, we were able to pay for this 93,000 square foot building located on 12 acres of ideally situated real estate. And for the first time in all our history, the Inner City Ministry offices and functions were under one roof at one location. Purchasing the building was phase one of our capital campaign. Building out the vehicle maintenance facility was phase two, and that was also completed. This provides a service area for our fleet of buses, which are used to give hope to hundreds of children on a weekly basis.
So they come in, they go to class, we have lessons prepared for them. We teach Jesus to them, and probably the youngest is 18 months, maybe up to, 20 years old. So we can't tell them they can't come.
This shop gives us the opportunity to better maintain the ministry's fleet of buses and vans to transport people in the inner city. It also gives us the opportunity to develop a car care class to teach car owners how to maintain their personal vehicle. And with an advanced course, we hope to be able to train young people, prepare them for an entry-level position in the quick change oil field or tire shop or auto parts sales.
An important safety feature in the shop is the emergency bus tow truck. The truck was hand-built by inner city personnel and features an enclosed workroom and 2 tool chests.
In phase three, we want to turn this facility into a mall of hope for families of the inner city by providing hot meals, medical services, mentoring, tutoring, counseling, job training, safe recreational activities, and character education. All in a place where the love of Christ is modeled, felt, and taught.
How you do this?
Be thou our helper, ever near, a shelter in the time of storm.
God has blessed us through this entire campaign, and with His help, we can complete this. The time is here.
A weary land, oh, my Jesus is the rock. Shelter in the time of storm. Amen.
One of the great aspects of this facility is the space it will allow for our mentoring teams, not only to help our young people with reading, writing, and math, but to provide additional education to young adults who have not graduated from high school. We are thrilled that our vision for this facility is almost a reality. Soon, we will gather large and small groups for service projects for our community without losing the ability to have one-on-one instruction for those struggling in school and those who want to go back to school. The weekends will be special because on Sundays, the Inner City Church of Christ is the spiritual house for Nashville's inner city.
It's difficult to believe, but there are a number of Nashville children who often go to bed hungry. In James chapter 2, verse 16, it says, "If one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, keep warm and well fed,' but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it?" We want to feed the spirit, but we also want to feed the stomach of a hungry child that attends our activities and programs. A large commercial kitchen would allow us to do this, as well as provide meals for senior citizens during community visitations.
Children need mentors to help them make positive life choices, as well as understand the long-term consequences of bad decisions. The Nashville Inner City Ministry is an active partner in this effort.
Approximately 400 juveniles are booked every month at the Davidson County Detention Center. Many of those juveniles come from a background of despair and hopelessness. I have found that Nashville Inner City Ministry is one of the best deterrents from being taken into custody.
Today we have 1,600 empty beds in our jails here in Nashville. Part of the reason for that is Inner City Ministry, which takes young people out of the streets of Nashville and teaches them and gives them a better way of life. We know 80% of children whose parents are incarcerated today will come to our jails if we don't do something about it. It's time that we put our money where our mouth is and go to work for children and give to Inner City Ministry.
For safety and to help build a strong relationship with law enforcement, a security office used by officers from the police and sheriff's departments will be a part of Phase 2. Classes for juvenile offenders will also be offered. Living in the inner city for many of the center students is much like living in a foreign country. They are only exposed to one side of life. One of the goals of the summer program is to show the students a very different side of life.
Our aim with this summer program is not only to have fun, but to also provide our students with structure and to help build long-term relationships. One of our goals is to host summer youth groups that will join us for 1 week at a time. We can house them here at the center, and they can also assist our teachers in developing our students.
I worked for the Inner City Ministry Day Camp, where we brought kids from the ages from like 4 to 12. We brought them in and we helped them with their reading scores and teaching them basic math. A lot of the kids that came, they come from troubled homes where they don't have like that parental guidance. So when they came and they seen me and they were excited to see me, it just was like, wow, I'm really impacting their lives, but they're really impacting mine. So I changed my major from biochemistry to pre-education. I wanted to be an anesthesiologist, but now I want to be a teacher to teach either pre-K, first grade, or kindergarten.
These groups also provide a spiritual learning opportunity by leading our children in an afternoon VBS program. We believe this time interacting with our children will help fill the learning gap that our students experience during the summer break.
Besides a visit to the zoo, going roller skating, and ice skating, summer day camp also included a visit from the Nashville Predators.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. These kids have never skated before, so it's fun to be able to take them out for their first experience. Better hang on tight, eh?
The kids also enjoyed dreaming about a brand new playground on a large parcel of land next to the center.
The Nashville Predators and the Nashville Predators Foundation have been a proud partner of Nashville Inner City Ministries for many years through grants and player visits and also tickets for the kids to come visit and watch hockey games. This summer we brought 2 of our rookies over here to play some street hockey, and then they also helped design the Kaboom playground. We have several local partners that are banding together, and we're going to build a playground in one day. At 7 a.m. there'll be nothing, and at 3 p.m. the kids will have a brand new playground that they can play on every day. Play is a very important element of what we do. We want kids to exercise, be healthy, be fit, and this partnership is fantastic because we can help bring the playground to a youth center, and Nashville Inner City Ministries has the kids to get them out and play.
My wife and I started ministering to Nashville's inner city communities in the early 70s. We had 1 bus, a few volunteers, and a vision to reach every boy and girl living in Nashville's inner city. I believed then, and I still believe today, that God created the family first. He created the church to save the family, the government to protect the family, but the family is God's small group. Today we have a dedicated staff, a large group of volunteers, and a fleet of vehicles for transporting, and a very generous group of supporters. The one thing that has been lacking is access to a facility designed in such a way that would allow us to meet the needs of diverse families. We now have that facility. So I boldly ask you to join with us as we turn this outreach center into a mall of hope for Nashville's inner city families. The time is here.
Nashville Inner City Ministry is a Christ-centered community organization dedicated to empowering the spiritual, educational, and vocational development of at-risk youth and their families.
It's not a blood family, but it's like a heart family.